guys, it's Mary
and Amma.
Leave us a like,
subscribe,
share,
and comment
down below.
So we have Mary back.
Yeah.
She was sick with malaria.
Well, I'm still sick with I'm still a little bit like I'm still having like the remnants of it. But I feel like yesterday was the worst. Between vomiting and having diarrhea almost every hour, it was a nightmare.
Yeah.
But I'm feeling much better today. But I'm just having stomach spasms and stuff like that, and I can't really eat anything.
Yeah.
On the plus side,
she rarely gets sick. I think I can count the amount of times you have been sick on my 2 fingers for your whole entire life.
Yeah.
Like, and that includes the flu, any cold, anything. I can't even get the second time, but I'm like, I'm sure there had to be one time at least. I mean, like, the pediatrician were always wondering about my children because she's like, I barely see them through the year except for their annual visit.
Yeah.
They never got sick. I'm like, they don't catch anything. I will get sick all the time. I mean, you just have to blow your nose on me or just cough from far away, and I have full-fledged pneumonia, bronchitis, all kinds of things. But Mary and her brother, they got some serious genes, man. They do not get ill at all. They don't get ill at all.
Yeah.
So even with this malaria, usually that would knock you out for I've had malaria several times, but it knocks me out for like at least a couple of weeks.
Yeah, I was down the whole day yesterday.
Yeah.
But today I'm feeling much better, so I'm happy about that.
Yeah.
But
But I think we just have not been. I mean, we brought our
we have not been
taking
our antibiotics,
folic acid, and our antibiotics. The doctor gave us, and we just have to make sure that we're up, but make sure we're up on our vitamins too.
Yeah,
we've kind of been taking that for granted, and especially me, I should not be taking it for granted at all. I think we just have because we've been feeling well most of the time. So. Yeah, my poor baby. It was so weird to see her down and sobbing. Like, I think she couldn't believe she was sick. She was actually sobbing.
Yeah.
Because it was like a new phenomenon. I'm still trying to remember. Okay, yes, you had an ear infection once. Because I remember went to the ER for that. And they were just like, okay, we'll give you something. And go see your doctor the next day. That's the only time. That's the only thing. And then your brother, he was allergic. Something stung him outside, and his face blew up
like a balloon.
And he was all red, and had to take him to the emergency room for that. That's all I can remember. Yeah, that's it. That's the only time that they've been sick.
Yeah, I don't know. I guess malaria affects people in different ways, but mine was a really horrible experience.
Yeah, she had a very high fever at night, and then I mean, you were so hot, and then it broke because all of a sudden. You were like taking off the covers and you didn't want them anymore and the fever was gone. And then I think this morning you seem to have another fever and then it broke. So her body is fighting it, but her body is really strong.
A nightmare.
I know. It's like a shock to your system too. I'm sure your system is thinking like,
what the hell is going on?
What's going on? We don't get sick. Do you understand?
Yeah.
So, poor thing.
Yeah. But we're going to get right into it, you guys. Yes. Today we are reviewing...
Thank you for all the...
support and all the love, all the comments and everything, and all the support. I read them later on today, maybe like 30 minutes ago. And I was like, oh, they're just making me so happy. I was like, you guys are really so caring and everything, and I really appreciated everything. It really just brightened my day today. So thank you, guys. We love you. But yes, you all, we're going to get right into it. Today we are reviewing Love and Marriage Huntsville. This happened last week, Saturday. Right. So we're just getting to it before the weekend. But we're going to get right into it, you guys.
We're traveling to Kenya too.
Yes, on Monday.
So we had to get a lot of stuff done. Had to get our visas, had to get our vaccines, see what we need, COVID stuff and all that. So, so we've just been a little busy.
Yeah. But yes, so Tisa basically, I think she decided to talk to Marcel. He wants to go ahead and try to see if Marcel can buy back into the company, which I think is a horrible move.
Yeah.
I
think he wants to work with them. But is he going to buy back into the company?
I don't know if he
I think
has.
he's going to work with them, like as a builder or something. That's what I was thinking.
I think he wanted to buy back into Skull. That's what I had heard or whatever from
and
him.
She owns majority shares. She's a majority shares owner. I did not know that this lady, when I guess they sold their part, him and Mel sold their part.
Yeah.
You know, and Tisha was there. I guess she saved the money to buy their shares. So she was explaining all. She said, "Well, when I bought these shares, Scholz was in debt, and now it is like a multi-million-dollar company."
You know what I like about Tisa? And you
Go
know,
girl.
I know a lot of people don't like Tisa, but you know, we don't care here.
Well, she has her fans.
I just feel she
fans.
does, you know. But I feel
just
like
Mel has her fans and has her haters. Tisha has her fans
and she has her haters for sure.
Yeah, I think the only person who doesn't get too much hate is Kim.
Yeah, I think that she stays pretty much even killed.
Although she's been getting a little bit because of her little gossipy mini ways.
Yeah.
Which is not what she does.
Right.
You know, but
yeah,
because of her issues, I think, with Maurice.
Yeah, but what I like about Tisa is that, you know, she really doesn't let you know what her move is.
No,
like, she doesn't,
humble.
She's humble, and then on top of that, it's just like, you know, she's making serious moves, but you'll never know. Like, she doesn't have to announce it, because she's like, I just feel like she's about it. You know what I'm saying? Like, she's going to make the move, she's going to do what she needs to do, and keep it moving.
Those really
you know what I'm saying?
People.
Yeah, that's what I like about her. You know, she's humble in what she does. And then when she needs to boss up, she does. In the most diplomatic and most kindest of ways. Yeah. And I just thought that it was really funny because Martell came in there with slacks. He had his knees showing, even half his thighs showing. He had this little button down top, and then he had like these little brown Jesus sandals on. Like, he literally thought, what am I coming to talk to this little... Like, he was so relaxed. He's like, what am I coming to talk to this little housewife about? Gossip? Oh, please. Look, she was in a suit, honey, a suit dress. She was like... So, I mean, of course, she did start off with a little bit of gossip or whatever, just to let him feel comfortable, and then she dropped the boom on him. Right. There's a new leader in town, okay? So, this is what's going to have to be going on. And he straightened up real quick.
I know, that hand went down. He was on the couch, like...
Hand on his hip, like, okay. Yeah, I have no issue taking orders from a woman. Listen, my thing is, Martell, he no longer has Mel. Yeah. He can no longer buck his chest the way he wants to. And he has to come and humble himself. Yeah. He has to come and make friendships work again in order for him to get himself in order. Yeah. But if I were the Scots or whatever, I would not even waste my time with Martell. You know, and we're going to tell you why, because the ending ended. It proved my point exactly.
But you know, this is the thing that I thought, right? Okay, and I love Tisha, which I do. I really do love Tisha. Well, I just felt like, okay, she was talking about this Team Wifey shirt. I didn't think that was a
I didn't think that was space either. I felt like
to talk about that at all. Yeah. You're bringing him in. You're talking about him, whatever. Just stick to business.
Yeah, I thought that she should not have brought that up or whatever. I think she should have just kept it to business or whatever. But I think maybe... I don't know what her sign is.
I don't know. But...
Because if she's a Cancer like me, then I probably would have did that. Just to kind of break the tension. I'll be like, well, I'm not... Because I'm never going to come straight up and come and let you know what's going on. Right. You know, I'll be around the bush and then I'll, you know... Yeah. Slip and slide. Right. Yeah, that's what I would do.
I think maybe also she was, you know, in the beginning a little nervous, right? Because before exactly she was a housewife. Yes. Right? And when they always had their little meetings, right? Yeah. She really didn't have much say. Yeah. They weren't really paying that much attention to her.
Yeah, facts.
And stuff like that. So I feel like this is a new territory for her.
Yeah, for sure. October 1st. She's not a Cancer. Damn. I thought she was.
She's a Libra, right?
Interesting.
Okay. Yeah, we're friends with Gemini. But I was thinking that her little nice, nasty kind of, you know, how she was doing it. But I felt like this is a new thing for her. She's not used to talking in a commanding way. Right. And I think it's just not her way either, too. Yeah. Everybody leads in a different sense. Exactly. I think so. And she also may just not be like comfortable speaking to men in a bossy way. You know what I'm saying? And I think that's the thing. Like when you've been a housewife for a while, and then you have someone like Marceau with this domineering, women who have been housewives, they tend to, when they're talking to men, period, kind of acquiesce to their leadership.
I mean, but that's
just
naturally
because
what she's done.
They're men, right?
Yeah.
And I think that, and then also, so that's one thing why I think she was a little nervous and kind of bringing in this little thing here, but it wasn't the forum for it.
No.
She didn't stay in it, which was
she
good.
didn't waste too much time.
Right.
In
She
it.
moved on and stuff. And kudos to Martel for not taking any baits, which I have been enjoying. He didn't take the baits with Destiny. But I wonder what he will say behind the back though, because with Destiny we saw he hurried up and went to go tell the other Mel. So I wonder what he will say later on.
Wasn't that this time?
It surely was.
Oh, so we have to get into that awkward exchange.
Yes, it surely was. So I just feel that was a thing, and I think,
and
then the other thing I felt like what she said. So under my leadership, because I am the leader, she wanted to let him.
I think she had to let him know, because the thing is with Mark,
I didn't think it was necessary. I think
feel like with him you have to be clear, because he is somebody who will try to finagle it to make it work for himself.
Yeah, but
and I can even see him trying to being in a meeting with Letitia and Marceau, him deferring to Marceau instead of Letitia. He's not I can see him doing that, and I don't see her going and interrupting him several times, saying that you need to talk to me.
She's not going to do toe to toe. She just
she's
isn't.
not.
It's not her.
But I feel like I feel like if he gets too comfortable, which we have already seen by the end of this episode, he has gotten comfortable.
Marceau, I think.
Well, he stands up for his wife.
Very in tune to the subtleties of things. And so even if Martel takes a subtle shot, if he feels that he needs to say something, he will.
Yeah.
Yeah. So Tisha is fine. But yeah, I just felt like she could have just said, it's under my leadership. Under my leadership, blah, blah, blah. You don't have to say it again. But I see why. Because
well, I'm sure she's feeling really pretty good about herself. You got to know
I'm the leader, okay? All right? I bought your company in debt. Yes, it was.
Well, that's not how
now I have made it into a multi-million-dollar company.
Well, I don't fault her for that. She is proud of herself.
Of course.
You should be proud.
I don't fault her.
And the thing
but that's exactly what she was doing.
I feel like she has also proven to her husband that I am a good businesswoman.
Absolutely.
You tried to keep me in the house. I told you I want to be a career woman, and look at me now. Your business is now a multi-million-dollar company.
Yes.
So I am now the new leader. He has seen that has helped his company, and she wants to also rub it in Martel's face and her husband's face.
Yes.
And I am all here for it. I didn't think you did
anything
wrong, Tisa. Tisha.
Now, the one thing that I did like that she said, which had Martel sitting up, when she says, you were in business with my husband, and you guys are not good business partners.
Yeah.
You need someone else there, and that's where I come in. I love that, and, that's, I felt that's really all that needed to be said. But moving right along.
Yes, let's get into
Message was received.
Yes. But let's get into Martel talking to Melody.
Yeah.
He decides to tell her, okay, look, this is what Melody said. She said we were hooking up, this, that, and the third. Fast forward. I don't want to get to the whole exchange, but I want to get to the awkward part, the beautiful cringe of it all.
What she says, ain't nobody want you by Mel. Ain't nobody looking.
No. This is what he says. He said, my thing is, why would I want you when the last time we were sexually intimate was high school?
But that was after she said ain't nobody wants you but her. So nobody was cheating with you because ain't nobody wants you but her.
But then he goes and says, well, you
he was upset about that. So he came with his own little zinger. Well, we haven't even been together except for high school. And to take her back and then still continue, well, did you cheat too? And
then she said, did I cheat? I don't remember that. He said, well,
I don't recall.
And he said that you're worse than Mel. Well, obviously she didn't do it because Mel hadn't cheated either. I think she had fellatio with somebody when they were on a break.
Oh, not the fellatio. Please let's not talk about that anymore. That was just too terrible.
I thought it was a really nice word to say what it is. I think it's better.
I didn't know. I was like,
I hope you didn't see any images.
Because I was thinking of a fish, fillet, right?
Yeah,
so I was like, fellatio. I said, there are a lot of words out here. I know quite a bit of words, but I'd never heard of fellatio. I had to look that up, girl.
I thought it was quite interesting.
I said, oh, okay, that's fellatio. So if someone, thank God nobody has accused me of something, because I may have been like, oh, okay. Not knowing what they're accusing me of. Oh, Lord.
Yeah, but that was very awkward. Whatever. They were going back and forth or whatever. I felt the fact that he said that she was cheating. And they said they had sex since high school. So they have actually been intimate before. And then also
we were getting that vibe when they first were doing.
I was not getting the vibe from Martell.
When she was there to clean up his image and stuff, we thought that she kind of
liked
was sweet
him.
on him. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So I just felt like him exposing her and all that was unnecessary. But I felt like this is a man who, because he was like, you don't want me? Like, he even asked her, I think, in some odd way. And she was like, no, nobody wants you or whatever. So he said, oh, wow, you don't want, that's what he said. He said, oh, wow, you don't want me or whatever.
Yeah.
But this is a man who is very ego-driven.
Yeah.
So even.
And he's very sensitive.
Even a woman that he is not attracted to physically, he'll be offended if she does not want him. So that was interesting.
Give me Cody vibes from Sister Wives.
Yes.
Anyway,
well, let's talk about Melody's mom.
Yeah.
Going online. I feel like and I'm not throwing shade at anybody, but I feel like, listen, if you're having to defend your child and all this stuff on a consistent basis with the whole thing, I feel like you probably... There's really no point. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Because there's so many people that are going to say so many things about your child and everything. I just don't feel like it's necessary. Like, I feel like if it's going to be draining you that much, then get away from it or whatever. And I just didn't feel like it was necessary for the mom to be... but Melody was like, that's what she's going to do. Protect her baby. You are pushing 30 or 40. So I would not want my mom to be out there defending me from crazy people on social media who don't even know me.
I will not do that.
Exactly. So
of
also
all things, we must
be civilized.
We must be civilized.
Yeah.
I will not do that. Not for any of my children.
Yeah.
And I don't expect them to do that for me.
Yeah.
Someone comes for me on social media. Listen, words do not affect me like that.
Yeah.
And I could care less what they say.
Yeah.
And that's why, it's just words. Like, so, okay. I'm a prostitute, okay. I'm a terrible person, okay. I stole money from 10 banks, okay. I have fellatioed everybody, whatever the hell. Yes, fine, whatever. Whatever makes you feel better.
About yourself.
Wherever the hell you is. But for me to go and start going back and forth with people I don't know, and thank God I'm not even on social media.
Yeah.
And if one of my kids come and say someone did this stuff on social media, I would say, get off social media. Stay off on social media.
Sense. Like, my thing is, I feel like these are all grown women. Like, I hate seeing Miss Wanda act the way she does. I feel like it's very uncivilized. But, I'm not trying to speak on older people like that. But also Mel's mom, I feel like what she's doing also is just... It's too much.
But I just feel how I feel. I feel like the young people, though, the younger ones, like Marceau. I didn't feel like, okay, Miss, what's her name? Vanessa.
I feel like you should be able to look up to the elders.
I just felt like, Marceau, you didn't have to go there and talk about Vanessa and Vanessa Scott or whatever the hell. Like, why can't we just let it go when someone who is older than us does stuff? I don't understand. Just let it go. Okay, she put your team wifey there. So, why do you have to pull Van Scott? You saw in the reunion, it upset her.
Well, also,
so
my thing is, we also said we don't know why she's denying it. Because I feel like she did date the brother. She probably was feeling him. But he was moving too fast. And she decided, I can't do this or whatever. So, it is what it is. But you don't have to deny it.
She's embarrassed. Because, I don't know.
I guess because she was dating the Scots or whatever. And I don't know how old he is or whatever his case may be. But I just feel like, the whole back and forth is juvenile. Even if an older person does come at me sideways.
So.
There have been times when, I mean, when an older person comes at me, I'll be like, okay, yeah. I hope you have a good day.
Yeah.
I don't know what to say. But I'm not going to come and go at an older person.
You can always just delete them. Like, can't you block people from social media?
It's so easy to block people and stuff like that. I just feel like there's just no point. I feel like Marcel.
How did you even see what was on her page? Why are they following Miss Vanessa?
I feel like if they're all too damn old to be acting this way. I feel like, honestly, I do feel like we should be able to look up to the elders, but I feel like also they've done their time in society or whatever. So, I mean, if they aren't, being the best, then it is what it is. But, I just feel like also as a younger person, sometimes you just have to be like, okay, this is a mother, whatever, she has grandkids, I'm not going to go there or whatever. But I don't like the fact that Miss Wanda be talking about people's kids. But at the end of the day, I'm not going to go and try to beat up some old lady because she said that my kids don't belong with the father.
And all of those kids actually look
just like Martel, and I'm sure that
like Martel.
But I'm sure also that can be annoying, especially after the divorce.
Martel, they all look like him.
So all that is crazy. I mean, unless Martel. I mean,
and that little girl looks like Martel.
The only time that I will be offended or I will literally lose it is if the baby father is going around spreading this lie.
Yeah.
But even then, I don't even think I'll be outraged like that. Because I'm like, listen, idiots, you know that I was just having it with you. You know these kids are yours. You were there. We were with each other almost 24/7.
But
like, if you have that...
If he insists and he wants me to go take this test, it's not a problem. We can go take the test just to know that probably your children are going to see this and know that you are questioning their paternity. That's between you and them when that occurs. But I'm not going to and then of course if I have a relationship with that person, that relationship over.
Yeah.
If you're going to be questioning stuff like that, ain't nobody got time for that.
Exactly. So that was a mess. But also what I felt was even messier was Mel sitting down here talking about supporting black businesses, being messy and pulling up in her gaudy ass gold Range Rover to her business, talking about how I'm going to support black businesses. You don't support her in real life, so do not show up to her events trying to cause mess and cause drama. Sit your ass at home. Thank you. I thought that was so annoying. I'm going to go support black businesses. I bet you have not called this girl. I'm sure you have not even checked to see how her son is doing. I bet you have not even seen to see how she's doing with her divorce. I bet you haven't even called her in the past 6 months, Melody. So for the fact that you're going to show up uninvited blew my mind. And then in the gaudiest truck I have ever seen in my life. I thought silver was gaudy. Gold is really gaudy. Like the whole thing. And then you come there with drama.
You were taking pictures. I don't know if you're thinking of her and Miss Wanda or... Because her back was facing the table.
No, she was probably trying to do a video like she's there or whatever. So the thing is, you don't even go inside to see her, but you're there to support black businesses.
I'm here to support, Madani. Okay, got you.
Yeah, but you don't even go inside to see the person whose opening it is. It's just messy. This is why it just annoys me with Mel.
But I was thinking that she was trying to do that because Destiny was... they had that little tiff at her event.
Listen, if you can't take the heat, then get the F out the kitchen. If you decide to show up to my event uninvited, if you cannot put on your big woman drawers to come inside my event and see me and say hello, I am here to support you.
But it wasn't a fight. At her event, it wasn't like a fight and stuff. She walked away. Destiny, I guess, went home or whatever. But Destiny stayed and they hung out with the friends. So it wasn't like this escalation that we see is going to happen next week of the fighting or almost fighting. I was like...
I just felt like, Mel, you should have gone inside. You should have not been fake. Because that's what I felt. I felt it was very fake. Because you say you were there to support black businesses. You haven't even supported your friend. You know what I'm saying? So, and then you're out there, immediately start getting into a tiff with Miss Wanda, who is pushing 80. I mean, and she's there trying to do her food truck business. So you're not supporting anything. You're just causing more havoc. And then you have Martel there who has bit the bullet. And the thing is, he's going to look after all this Wahala that's going on.
And
he's going to be like, Melody is the issue.
He's going to be, anytime I'm with her, from the time I've been with this woman, I'm always in some problems.
And Tisa would have just sat him down. I mean, Tisa has already told Marcel it's a bad business move. This man cannot be trusted. He cannot be trusted. Because as soon as him and Melody get like this, it's literally them against the world. But as soon as they break up, they come crawling like a little snake between their legs and start talking about how, oh, I'm so sorry, let me come work this friendship out, and all this foolishness. But as soon as they're good, they start doing foolishness like this.
Well,
and Tisha is going to go and tell Marcel, I told your ass, this is why we should not be having him here being in our business. She's going to look at him and tell him that. So...
Well, what's going to happen, unfortunately, for Marcel is going to sit down, and either if he goes to jail or whatever, or gets into trouble or whatever, and then loses his deal with Scholes, what I'm thinking is what he going to do, he is going to blame Mel. And he's going to be thinking to himself, when I wasn't with Mel, I haven't got into any drama. But as soon as this stuff happened, here I am back into drama and getting all upset and all hyped up and stuff like that. I think that's what he's going to do. And, they both have to get to a space where they don't try to, instigate the other.
Well, but that's their pattern, so it's hard for them to get out of that.
I mean, they just have to get to that space, where you don't, if you really care about each other, and how each other look, because you both are parents, don't instigate. I know if I went to their father to go say XYZ, this person was saying XYZ, then you're causing all this ruckus. Sometimes you just have to look at stuff and see, as a woman, do I need to be doing this right now? Do I need to talk about this right now?
Yeah.
But now is the escalation. And what is sad about this, I remember when we first started watching Love and Marriage. When I first started watching, I watched it before.
I watched all the seasons,
and then later on you went back and watched all the seasons. But I was watching it before. And what I liked about it was them talking about their businesses.
Yeah.
How they were conducting their businesses. To me, Mel was such this boss lady who was kind of doing all these things. And then you see she and Martel doing stuff, and Tisha and her family, and Maurice and his family, all that stuff. Now we don't even hear about the business. Yeah, I cannot believe Huntsville has just disintegrated to a show now about this foolishness.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? It's just disintegrated to some, I don't know, Real Housewives stuff.
I used to really love Real Housewives of Atlanta when it first came out.
The fighting and the craziness and the gossip. And, I mean, fighting. You guys are entrepreneurs, probably millionaires. And you are out there doing this. How do we expect black young people to be when they get to your age? It's just ridiculous.
It's definitely not black excellence.
And it's not a good example for your children.
No.
I saw your mama and your daddy fighting. They said that Miss Wanda has said foolishness, serious foolishness. I just, I watched it because we'll have to talk about it, but honestly, I don't even know if I want to watch next week. For real.
Oh, I'm watching next week.
I mean, I don't want to.
I want to see how the whole buyout with Scholes and Martel and Marcel goes downhill.
You all get in the comment and tell me if you all are just sick and tired, or if this is just par for the course and
I knew you were gonna say
some
that.
wonderful things and great things. Oh, black people yelling, screaming, fighting each other outside a new business. Foolishness. What are they going to do? Take the food from this wonders of thing and start throwing it at each other in the parking lot on top of your sports cars? Ridiculous. I can't. I mean, you watch, tell me what it's about. I can't. I mean, someone please get a comment and let me know if I'm out here by myself on this, because this is some foolishness right here.
Yes, y'all, but it's Mary. And Amma.
And tired.
We hate you guys. To like,
subscribe,
share,
and comment. Please comment
down below your thoughts on the debauchery of Love and Marriage Huntsville. Good night.